Yep. Yep. Yeah. 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 Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 What's up, family? We're live on Hip Hop Nation TV. Yeah, man. Today, man, we've got one of the dopest cats. Yabona, boom pep, motswako bafethu, baitsi, risky. See, bafana mafiki ngehe. Ay, arabakene he, rababone. Oh, let's go. Let me see if my homie's on. Let me see if my homie's on. Let me see if my homie's on. Let me see. Yep. Let's just wait for him just to go on. Like to check here. To promise here, no, again. Ah, Team Show is also online watching me. Hola boy, grand. Yeah, man. Yeah. No. Some of you are surprised today because I'm the one who's live today. Yeah, man. So good, it's so good, so good. It's been a hectic day, my feet. Anyway, what can we see? Let me wait for my homie. I'm trying to reach my homie. Oh, yep. That's it. It's my homie. Rakena here. Wait for the boy. Kaybee.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
I'm
Otherwise,
good and you, my brother.
how's the week so far?
Yo, it's been a rough week, man. Work has been a bit rough,
Ish.
but we're surviving. We're surviving.
It's waar. It's a thing, what's
Yeah,
it? Yeah, man. Been
yeah.
wanting to interview for a while. It's been busy,
It's
but
been
yeah.
a minute, man. I even thought you forgot about me.
Yeah, Mfit. I can't live our lives, Mfit. Ish. You know the schedule's been busy and all that stuff, Mfit. Ish. So yeah. Mara, what's it, Mfit? Coffee, la. Yeah, man. For our viewers out there, man, please introduce yourself and let us know who you are.
Yeah, I go by the name Kaybee Lebee, the AKA the host with the most. Another AKA Kiabutite Ntsweu.
Sure.
Yeah, motocolista, boom bapper,
All right.
lyricist. You know how we do, man.
All right. More profiling on how you were saying you started at 13 at rapping.
Yeah, so I mean, for some of us, obviously, I come from the Northwest Province,
Mm,
which is the former Bophuthatswana. And what used
mm.
to happen when we were growing up, we had what we used to call Bob TV,
Oh yeah, I
and
remember the channel.
Bob TV used to play a lot of raps, you know, and how
True.
it all started us with us mimicking a lot of raps from that,
Mm,
and from that mimicking, Motswako was born.
mm,
And when we had Prof and Java and them coming up, we
mm.
just caught on to that wave very quickly because we were exposed to so much hip hop at a very young age.
Word. All right. Then So who would you say was the people that influenced you to start rapping? Was there like a particular song or like that moment that said like, you know what, this is what I want to do?
The influence was a lot, a buyer influence from a lot of cats across the board, especially the 90s hip hop. In the
Word.
90s, late 90s is where when hip hop was really at its peak, is where we really got caught, and we started attempting to do what we were seeing. But the influence came from your Wu-Tangs, from Wu-Tang to your Notorious B.I.G. to whatever was happening in the States. And then from a local point of view, that's when your Bafikile broke out. And when Bafikile broke out and Jabba and them came up, they were heavy. And with Jabba and them, it was even worse because these were cats we used to see around the hood. Yeah.
Word. So with you said you started with the Rough Cuts crew, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about that and how was the experience, being in the crew and all the stuff?
Yeah, so with Rough Cuts was basically the first crew we ever formed, or the first crew I was really ever in, that we attempted to have a proper studio album, if you can put it in that sense.
Word.
And the experience was lovely because we were learning a lot from each other. We were feeling a lot from each other's energy, and it was amazing. It's just that the biggest disappointment was just the business part of things, because we actually managed to get into studio and do a full proper album, but once we had the album, we didn't know what to do with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So would you say it's really important to understand the music biz in the game?
Definitely, without a doubt. It's one of the biggest downfalls of a lot of artists. We've got way too many artists that don't get the business side of things. And if artists paid a bit more attention to what was happening with look, I take making music the same as manufacturing a product in a factory. You can go into a factory and manufacture, but once you've got the product, if you cannot take the product and get it out there and start selling it and monetizing with the product, then you might as well not do it. I did an interview about a year ago where I said that artists give up too much on their project, and an artist can do a very dope project. They promote it for 3 months, but within 3 months, if it doesn't sell, the artist goes back to studio. And you always see those famous comparisons where they tell you that Coca-Cola, one of the biggest companies, in its first year, they didn't sell more than 10 units in a year. You understand? So if artists really had the persistence and they believed much in the products that they were making to put them out in the market, honestly, the music would go out too far. If artists stopped giving up their music too quickly for free, music would go far. I still feel like artists don't rate their own work.
Word.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. On you said you had a stage name Pizza Muchino Chinchang. So
yeah,
like what was the inspiration behind that?
That's my AKA, and it's also some kind of alter ego of mine that still exists, because I believe that the artist that I am as a solo artist is Kaybee Lebee, and the artist that I am when I'm with my crew, Rough Cuts, MOC, are two different characters. To be specific, we just did about 2 tracks as a crew, and when I'm with them, I tune into a different energy and a different level. And Daimaniki Mchini. Muchini is a more, I feel Kaybee Lebee is more relaxed. He's a bit softer, he's a bit nicer. He likes playing more with the melody. But when we are with Rough Cuts, we really make that dark underground music, and that character is more suited for that. So Mchino We Chang was really based on me loving to switch my styles and switch my flows whenever I was hitting the beat. And hence I'm still saying, people that follow me very closely will tell you that that character still exists. Yeah.
Because you were saying you have your own style, isn't like a motswako boom bap. Ne? Do you feel like
Yeah.
like our platforms, do they make enough effort to promote local content like South African rap or any other content locally?
Which platforms though? Well, if you're
No,
saying
like
platform,
I'm talking like maybe whether any platforms, whether it's like us podcast shows or any media institutions like that interview you guys. Do you feel like you guys do get a voice to share your music and stuff?
look, ultimately there's levels. You understand?
Mm.
We can go to the national level where
Mm.
you've got certain top hip hop artists competing at that level, and then you can go to I'll make you an example. You got somebody like Kez or somebody like AKA, which are really or Questa, which are really the big artists that are really representing hip hop in the mainstream. But I can still throw in an Aries, who's somebody that doesn't really get played on Metro FM, but he's a social media genius and he's making his money. You understand? So for me, in terms of platforms, it's more about artists creating their own platforms within their own environment and within their own surroundings, and having platforms like yours. This is where us as artists needs to grow on these platforms that are still on the come up. You understand? Do I feel, at the moment, I feel like there is a lot of podcasts, there's a lot of community radio stations that are paying attention to us, you know, and that's where we should milk and try and make ourselves. I think gone are the days where, as an artist, you should be trying to go national. As an artist, you should put your social media across all platforms to get between 10 and 50,000 people. If I can get 25,000 people that loyally follow me, and I bring out a project for $50 each, trust me, I'm gonna make my money. You know, so also it's about the times. I believe, yes, there's enough platforms. Yes, the platforms are really reaching out to the artists and they are trying to make it work. It's just that gents don't see it in that light. Gents feel like, I want to be on a YFM, I want to be on a Metro FM, not knowing that a platform like this that I'm on with you grows my brand so much and exposes me so much to a new market, you know?
You mentioned that you worked with a group of an international crew. I can't remember their name. How was it like, that experience?
Epic Minds. Epic Minds was quite, for me, it was quite interesting because these kids are based in Zimbabwe and they do music across. So the first thing I appreciated about them is that they were not pure hip hop producers. They do music across all spectrums. So they were very tuned in. That the other thing I really digged was the fact that they used live instruments, you know? Not everything was computerized. And then on top of that, speaking Gastuana, I was speaking to people that could not understand what I was saying, but they could appreciate the music. But these are people that could still coach you on your flow. Like the guys would say, we can't hear what you're saying, but it's not coming out right. So I would appreciate that. So it was quite an intriguing experience because you would drop a punchline and nobody would go like, yo, because nobody heard what you were saying. So it was just about producing pure music with nice rhythms and nice flows. And that's what you get on the Host with the Most EP, man.
All right. Word. So would you say with all the stuff that's been going on with the COVID-19, How have you been handling the challenges as an artist?
Yo, man, COVID was very challenging. I don't want to
Mm,
lie. When it
mm,
came through, I was about to drop a music video. I was in the middle of organizing a live show because I wanted to perform the whole EP with a live band.
mm,
There was a lot that was going on that I had to pause,
mm,
and some of those plans never really came through. Shows
mm,
got cancelled.
mm,
So the first few months were really rough,
mm,
but on the other hand as well, it really laid a good foundation for the new project because I think by the time the first big lockdown really got opened up, I
mm,
was more than 70% through writing my new project, which I'm dropping very soon, you know?
mm, mm, mm.
So it had it. So the negatives is we lost money, we lost traction, we lost a lot of things that we wanted to do for the first project.
Mm,
The positives, we really, really got time to write.
mm.
We really got time to get into studio and really hone the new sound and prepare for the future.
Word. All right.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, you said you're working on a new project. So, when are you dropping it?
Yeah, I'd be lying to you.
Mm,
If everything goes according to plan, we should drop in the winter,
mm,
somewhere around June, July.
mm.
But worst comes to worst, by September we would have dropped.
All right. Awesome. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I also saw on the prof that you're a manager for D1. How do you able to handle that stuff? Like,
So, so,
um,
so D1 is a member of Rough Cuts, which
yeah,
makes things much easier.
word.
At the moment, I wouldn't really open myself up to really managing anybody who's outside the crew, you know. So,
Mm,
as a crew, as Rough Cuts, we decided that instead of dropping a project together, we would all drop solos. So I'm dropping a solo, D1 is dropping a solo, and
mm,
Calypso is also dropping a solo. I'm just in charge of all the other admin stuff and doing all the background work for them, and handling that. And for me, because we grew up together and we boys, it's not really too much of an effort. Whenever I do something for myself, admin wise, whatever, I just include everybody and then we just move it forward. But also, as well, it's just showing growth because even now, we are at a point where we are ready to now start hiring people because now we need somebody to really handle the admin, to start handling some other things. And that's a reality that we are welcoming with a positive change into the company, you know?
all right. So, what would be your message to some of the young people out there that are interesting in doing motswako boom bap, or some who want to
Any
be managers like you,
look
who look up
with
to.
with innovation is key.
Mm, mm, mm,
There's a million ways to get music to people. Right now, there's more than 56 million people in South Africa, and you don't have
mm,
a lot of artists that have more than 10 million people following them.
mm,
So remain a student of the game. I do a lot of research on a daily on
mm,
international and local trends that are working. So don't work hard. The hard work begins once the music is done. Once you've cut a project, work very hard at getting the project out there. You know, I always say to people, Kulichana pushed Motswako Originator for almost 7 years.
word,
One
true
album,
that.
7 years. I've never heard of such.
Yeah.
But this nigga was
Yeah.
milking it
Mm,
to the core. And this is a project that probably in the first year didn't sell much.
mm,
Only started selling in the second year. So if you make
mm,
gold and you make something very dope, believe in it and push it for the longest of times. Also, like I'm saying,
mm,
innovation. Don't try to do what everybody's doing. I did something very innovative, host with the most. Even with the new project they do to you, I'm gonna do something that nobody's ever done in South Africa. I'm for the innovation, and that's what you should be looking for. You know, I see a lot of artists going for the likes and the what. What are the Facebook likes gonna give you, bro? Do something that's gonna monetize you and help grow your brand.
Word. No, man, thanks, man, for letting me interview you. Yeah? But before over, can you please give us like your social media platforms that we can reach out to you?
Yo, I thought you were gonna ask for a freestyle. You know,
yeah, I'm still coming there. No,
we don't go in there. Social media, it's at Kaybee Lebee, KaybeeLebee across all platforms. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on TikTok with the same name, Kaybee Lebee, the one and only, man, the host with the most. Another hashtag, with the white beard. Yeah, man.
Thank you, Chi. Bona hen, 16 panyana for a little sample. On your EP.
I feel like I walked.
I
feel like I walked into that one. I've got a new single dropping next week. If not next week, the week after, Kaybee Lebee featuring P Flow. The name of the track is called Don't Stop. The track addresses issues of ageism, racism, or any kind of discrimination that people go against. And this is the verse that I'm spitting on that track, right?
All right.
Yo. Ke ba khwela tlhaka easy fela ba khwazaka. I'm that motswako wa go dira ka thata ha bampona o kare ke semaka ba ntshebile thata mara se gore ba rata ha ke fosa step se se wane ke ba khatla ga ke di bampatlang ba engele ba satan ba rapela ditoro tsa me fasiwe ka ketang. How they not get down ke tswaka so profound every time ke chaparanda ka go shota pound lost and found. I was saved by the sound. Didn't like them see the light, so I stayed underground. They never expected me to talk and stick around. After I paid my dues, they wouldn't credit my account. Lost and found, I almost pegged from uptown. But something inside of me said, don't give up now.
I assure again, no, I know. It's fine. My luck.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, man, for giving me this opportunity, to interview you guys. It's always an honor, because you guys have been there, and we're gonna learn a lot from you guys. So yeah, we really need you guys.
Thanks for the platform. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep looking out for artists.
Sure.
Remember, it's a journey. It's not it takes time. It takes time to build a brand. When I don't lose hope in your brand. Just keep pushing. Rahubona, we see you and we appreciate you, man. Much love.
Thank you so much. Sharp.
Yeah, man.
Peace. Hola.
Away.
Much. Sure, family. That was our interview again. Kaybee Lebee, motswako Boombe originator. Yeah, our feature. Yeah. Signing out. You know me. My name is Pira, aka Ecliptic. Yeah. Till next time, my feature. Yeah, sharp. It's all.